set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Gone an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Only a yard on the sneak, not enough, and he's a few inches short for 4th down.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively. But the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Right hash mark at 42-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And his kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14-2.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Near Abdullah, going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow, 42 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Raiders! Hunter Renfro. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to move back in front. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On the move to his left. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. This a screen to Abdullah. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Amir Abdullah. 63 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 141 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, I guess that's one way to slow him down, try to grab him by the face mask.
Well, nothing else seems to have worked, because he certainly had his way running the football in this one.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. Mahomes takes it himself. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Results. Carr going to go on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.